And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. Takes this up just short of the 30, but he was able to avoid that earlier tackle. Nice move. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
7 yards there and a first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Herbert off of play action. Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. And the Bills are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. They start the drive with Cook. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. You look at this Saints defense. They currently sit at number 4 in the NFL in terms of stopping the run.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to it. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down.
We often talk about understanding the playbook, understanding progressions, and understanding what the defense is doing. We saw all of that on that play. Great recognition and understood where his running back was going to be. Found a way to have him leak out underneath, hit him with the football, and they picked up the first down.
The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. The Bills had 2-1 now to start the campaign, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now Allen. That is caught. Kincaid with it. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 16. That's good for 28 yards. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
To throw, it's Allen. That'll be taken in by Shaheed. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Now Allen again. Flushed out right. They'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Allen with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bills take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. A good hold of these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown pass to kick it away. And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Here's Herbert. He gets it complete to Harris. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a first down. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Here's Herbert. Quick hitter here. It's complete. 2 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be second down. Look at this Buffalo defense. And they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass. Currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, he could easily move into the top 5.
And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 25-yard line. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards. To the air again, Herbert. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second down and 6 now. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stop that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
From the gun, Herbert on third down. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Bills will take over here just shy of the 30. Second straight drive now here, Charles. It had ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Now he fires deep for Shakir. It's caught at the 25. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Khalil Shakir, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
When you said jumbled, they were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey already? That's the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it. Whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
After the incomplete completion here, 2nd and 10 from the 20. Herbert now. He gets it to Cooks. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 11 yards for number 11.
And a nice job by the two of them to not only connect on the pitch and the catch, but to carry over their practice work to the game field. They saw the adjustment by the defense, made an adjustment themselves, and picked up the first down.
Now it's Herbert. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It's a gain of 35.
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there. That shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
They'll get this out to Kamara. It'll go as a gain of 4. And it's 2nd down. I think you would agree, just a good decision right there. Goes for the safe play, gets some yardage out of it.
And showed some toughness as well. As you noted, he stayed right in there. Solid rush was coming. Hung in there, took the hit, dumped it out to the outside, and now they pick up some yardage, and you have a back that's grateful to you and will continue to make plays.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Juwan Johnson, 28 yards. And the Saints have cut it back within a score. A point after, good by Grupe. And that'll make our score 14-7. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And able to get this out to the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one. Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for. A really good change of pace back.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
56.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen rolling to his right. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 9 on the scramble there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and just a couple of inches.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when he decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter. 14-7. And now they'll throw with Allen. Eluding the pressure right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
It is certainly becoming rarer by the year to see your franchise guy take a hit like that. The defender couldn't believe he had a shot to light him up. So when you take off and run, you have to make sure you can slide, get out of bounds, anything. Just don't leave yourself open to hits like that.
Give to Cook out of the gun. And some room to maneuver. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
touchdown, Buffalo. Just power football there, down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen coming out to report like they're eligible. All they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second pick, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense. Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Herbert looking for the out route here, and he's got Cooks. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and that'll make it second down. Again, Herbert. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a 1st down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
He'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. Flush to his right. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And that is incomplete.
Like what I've seen so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They snap it to Herbert. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And that will force a turnover on downs. Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And that will be incomplete with the clock down now to 13 seconds.
A great job defensively taking away his receivers, and he was forced to put that one into Lake Erie, but that's what good quarterbacks do. They don't take unnecessary chances if they don't have to.
Second and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
47-yard line.
A final shot before half for Allen. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. On play action, Allen. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. And he's able to get this one out to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
On play action, Allen. To the sideline and incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Here's second and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. Throw left side complete. That's Cook. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down. I've worked with you long enough now to know you like that decision. Go safe, pressure coming, hit your guy underneath.
It's an excellent decision, but he knew it came with consequences, and that's him getting hit on the play, but able to dump it to his running back and gain some yardage. I liked everything about it, especially his ability to stay in the pocket and execute.
Shakir hauls it in. And he's going to be marked down short of the first down. Needed the 40, but he's a yard or two shy.
Fourth down.
So they're going for it, and here's Allen. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
That 4th down decision, unconventional but effective, and they indeed come up now with a 1st and 10, a fresh set of downs. Now Allen has his man. It's Shakir. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets.
And he's taken down here by the Saints. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. That's to Cook out of the backfield. Short completion, just 4 yards. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Now on 3rd and long, going to look to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And Daniil Hunter, he's the one who gets in there and brings him down to the ground. The Bills send the punter out. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second.
And Herbert, his 3rd interception. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. When I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
First down, here's the run with Cook. Called out a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
They run it again with Cook. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
3rd and 2. They'll run it. Here's Cook. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So on 4th down, off goes Allen. On comes Tyler Bass for the Buffalo field goal. This has neither the distance nor the accuracy. It's no good, and this will remain a 2-touchdown game.
Brandon, nothing short of a shocker here. I mean, this is pretty close to chip shot range. Most kickers, they're going to hit the top of the net, maybe even put it over the net. And I know this one didn't get blocked, yet it doesn't even get there.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
He's got a man downfield. It's Harris. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Here's Herbert. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
Oh, boy, tough conditions out there. I don't know if a defender slipped or what, but he had a man wide open, and that's a bad one to miss on. They don't come a whole lot easier than that one right there.
Back to throw here, Herbert. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 14.
A gain of 13 yards. And the Saints first down.
Play action. It's Herbert. Back to Kamara for another catch. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
Brings up 2nd and long at the 14-yard line.
Here's Herbert. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he is going to lose yardage here. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Now it's Herbert. And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down. And no move to get Herbert off the field. They're going for this. Fourth down for Herbert. Desperation time. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. A big spot now for the Saints as they'll indeed go for 2.
The Saints will line up for the 2-point conversion.
And he will get into the end zone, and the 2-point conversion will cut this down to a 6-point game.
15.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. Let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. play fake. Escaping the pressure right. That's taken in. It's Keon Coleman. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards on the catch and run. A first down.
Every now and then I can speak from experience because I do know as a defender it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that worked quite well.
They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
Completes it to Coleman. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. To the air, Allen. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Allen now looks to throw. Setting up the screen for Cook.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
And now a timeout taken here defensively with 2:07 remaining. So they'll also have the stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. From the 24 now, here's 2nd down and 8. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of the momentum. The other side is starting to gain.
And this offense on 3rd down today, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8. Left side, Cook. And he is not going anywhere. He will not even get back to the line of scrimmage as the clock will stop at the 2-minute warning. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good. And this will stay a 1-score game as the lead will hold at 6. And that one hurts a bit. That was a golden opportunity to possibly put this one on ice, but he comes up empty.
And how big of a miss might that turn out to be? Stay tuned. There's still time left on the clock. This could be critical.
Still a 1-score game. Had he hit that, it would have been 2 scores. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. 2-minute drills, they're tough enough, pressure-packed enough. And these elements makes it significantly tougher.
And you don't have the margin where you can say, okay, I can allow for certain things and maybe change up a little bit. Because it's a 2-minute situation, you've got to try and make the same plays you would make if the elements didn't exist.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. Not good. They didn't move the football an inch, and precious time ticking off the clock. This Buffalo crowd letting them have it. 3rd down now. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Flushed out right. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
It's got to have it time. 4th and 9.
Yellow, 22. Ready.
They'll go. Here's Rattler.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Bills on their way to victory now as they take the knee.
So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but the first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.